This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria.
Bolateria. Love me some
Thou canst
Boletarian.
not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect them to another.
Is that a lie? You have died, and the Nexus has trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus, which is utter bullshit, because you could just go in one of these things. Right, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. It's the 6th one, isn't it? The one everyone talks about, the one that everybody... Yeah, this one. People, like... I don't know, what could it have been? Could it have been DLC? Could it have been a level that got cut from the game? It feels like it should have been here, because this game, when you play it, is very short. This is a short game. Some of the levels in these archstones are bosses and nothing else, just boss level and that's it. These guys are your shops. That guy is the dude who's your bottomless box. Using these two fellas, you can do some pretty crafty things and make this game ridiculously easy. These are just your standard fellas, and you can kill everybody, just like you did in Dark Souls if you were mean. And you'll remember this guy. This guy's familiar. He's even got the same voice.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon
Crestfallen
souls?
warrior.
Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero?
A bit more flamboyant this time with his hands.
Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Bolateria.
That's one of the things I like about this game in particular. The concept of you hunting the demons, you actively seeking out demons, I think it's cool. It doesn't play that way, but it's still cool. And anybody wondering about tutorial in this game, if you run down here, you're going to get a massive hard-on for written signs. Look at them. Each one of this is a developer telling you to do something that you might not know. A couple of things you don't want to try. There is no jump attack on this game, I don't believe. There is no falling attack either on this game. There is push instead of kick. There's your push. Anybody wondering what push lock is? Push lock is push, attack, push, attack, push, attack. You can do that in PvP and stun lock people. It sucks. Got to be with your fast weapon though. And now we need to see the... Is it the Elemental? Which is essentially this little kid that shaved his head and he wears Shaolin monk robes. I don't understand it at all. Don't really care to either. Just Demon Souls doing a Demon Souls. One of the confusing aspects of this game is the oh, this is not right. The world tendency. What the fuck have I done wrong here? And the world tendency is confusing because it affects gameplay. What? I'm sure there's a turn up here. I must have just missed it. No? I think I've come too high. Yeah. No? What? Is it only on one side? It might only be on one side, folks. Bear with me. Yeah, I don't like the Nexus. Don't like it at all. I don't understand why... No, this is the same thing. It leads to the same place. Oh, I bet these open up. I bet I've got to talk to Pancake Lady. So let's have a see. But the tendency in this game is governed by death, and it's governed by death in human form. When you die in the Nexus, you have absolutely zero effect on the game. So one way to get away from any of that nonsense is to kill yourself after every level. Never ever be in human form. Much like Dark Souls. Where the fuck is Pancake Lady? Another thing that sucks about the Nexus, finding folk is a pain in the
stuck,
arse.
but I would be happy
I'm
to
Billy
help.
Connolly. Of course you are. So I'm going to show you as much as I can in this guide, but after this, I'm not going to show you the Nexus again. A guide? It's not a guide, it's a playthrough. What I will be showing you is just the gameplay. You're not going to see any of the farming because it takes far too long, it's far too picky, and it's very boring. So I'm going to do all that off camera. Hang on a second, I'm a moron. I can't see the elemental or see the maiden in white because I haven't done the first level. This. Very, very silly of me. So yeah. Just goes to show how familiar I am with this game and Skirver's magnificently shiny oven glove. Look at that ridiculous glove. His hands are too big. Far too big. This game does have cool NPCs though, because you get to interact with them twice. You get to interact with them human and in Red Phantom form, and I think that's so much cooler than just human. Because Dark Souls has got a lot of Red Phantoms in it, but not enough for my tastes. So this is the first level, the Boletarian Palace place. Everybody has to do this at Soul Level 1, regardless of how many times you've played the game. You will always have to do this. That is the obligatory dragon. That guy's an asshole. The Soul series is notorious for having dragon assholes. Sounds like a really perverse animal porn. But this is the Boletarian Palace, and you'll notice when we're in soul form, we have half-life, which sounds pretty intimidating, but it's not really. As soon as you get the cling ring, things get a lot more simple. You just have to be careful. And this is a Souls game, so if you're new to it, you should be being careful anyway. One guy over here, gonna jump at me usually. See if we can get the parry on him. And it, oh no, that's not good. Here comes his buddy anyhow. So down here, if you have perfect world tendency, you can go and get all those treasures, but there's a bunch of red phantoms, and there's also an NPC that will try and kill you up there. NPCs on this game are governed extremely strangely, because when you kill them, sometimes it affects world tendency, sometimes it doesn't. There's so many systems happening in this game, it's a lot more complicated than Dark Souls. And anybody who disagrees is just wrong, because the upgrade system on this game is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Like nuts and balls. Why did I attack the man with the curved sword? I do. But these are the predecessors to the dredgelings, or are these dredgelings? I can't remember. The hollows in Dark Souls. These are essentially the people who are the equivalent in this game. A lot of crows in this game too, and they're noisy. Damn noisy crows. But you'll remember that little flurry. That made it into Dark Souls. That right there. Through there is the cling ring. That is the ring we're going for. One of the most useful rings on the game for new players. I should probably heal because the guys on this corner might. Oh no, not these guys. These guys are pansies. This guy up here, because he's got a crossbow, he's like the crossbow guys in Dark Souls. He can be an asshole, but only when you're far away. There's some stuff to drop to there. I have no intentions of doing it. And this is Dark Souls 101. This is why I think Dark Souls is cheaper than Demon Souls. Because it's that. All the time. Every level is that. There's either a guy in a corner that you've got to learn by your mistakes. And I don't like it. Never liked it. Don't like it when Dark Souls does it. Don't like it when this game does it. It's not fair. frame rate on this feels great at the moment. I hope it holds up, because when the frame rate is good, it's a pleasure to play. When the frame rate is bad, it's definitely annoying. Those firebombs are important. You want to save those for the boss. The boss is something you might recognise in a different skin. Oh wow, I did a backstep. Didn't even mean to. Out of stamina. See you later, fellas. So you'll notice the fog gates are exactly the same. Because for all intents and purposes, Dark Souls is a spiritual successor, and it's through that spirit it's kept a lot of things intact. And I'm glad it did, because this is a great game. I just personally prefer Dark Souls in every way. And I think it's because I played it first, because you do always remember your first. Your first love is always usually the most powerful. I just can't believe you can hit people when they're on the ground. I forget to do it all the time because I'm programmed to play like Dark Souls, but it's so cheap, and the enemies do it to you. So Flame Lurker is a pain in the ass because of that. Unnecessarily so. Fire guys on this game, not as bad as Dark Souls. Torch people on Dark Souls are just the biggest douchebags. This game not so much, which I'm happy about. So anybody wondering what strategy I'm going to be implementing, oh ouch, I'm going to be going to the Shrine of the Storms off the bat once we've done this level, and I'm going to be going straight for the Enchanted Falchion, Crescent Falchion. It's the equivalent to the Demon Souls Drake Sword. I'm going to be getting it, and you can use that sword for the rest of the game, which is how good it is, especially if you get some upgrades. But getting upgrades on this game, nightmare. You'll remember this if you've played Dark Souls or Demon Souls. That will unlock access to that shiny, but I don't think it's anything worth getting, so I don't really care. Up here is a blue knight, and behind me is a red knight. I'll hopefully kill them both. Gotta be careful though, because these guys are dangerous. This shield is shit too. We need rid of this shield if we can. Oh god. Oh. Look at that. Fuck me, man. Anybody wondering too, this game does not have poise. Poise does not exist. There's hyper armor every so often, but poise is not something you can rely on. It just isn't there. Look at him! You see that? What he was about to do then is he was about to use the grass, and it's so mean when you first play because everything can grass. This red knight coming up does the same. As soon as you get him down to low life, he will start healing like a bitch. And they don't do little heals, they do big heals. And it's one of the things I wish the Dark Knights could do, because they would be so evil if they could do it. Ow. I could die here too. So what I'm going to do before I kill him is I'm going to open the shortcut, and I'm going to get the Cling Ring. And it's not because I don't have faith I can kill him, because I've killed him every single time I've played the game. It's just, I don't want to lose progress on something that you people have to watch, or feel like you want to watch, because there's no point. And, yeah. It's a nice backup. Some more firebombs, you're going to need those later on. Save them, don't use them. As tempting as it is, don't use them. Be careful of the barrels and the fire guys. They need to attack to set them off. There you go. Right. So the reason I'm not running so much on this part is because of these guys. See that? Barely any fall damage. If that were Dark Souls, that would have probably killed him. So this lowers something. Like I say, I'm not as familiar with this game, so do bear with me. Well, not being familiar and not being able to beat it are two very different things. This is when it gets a bit dumb. Yeah, this is when Souls games get dangerous, because I can fall and take unnecessary damage. My hits will miss just because of the height. I'm about to die. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, this has got bad real quick. And that door would open that slow, wouldn't it? Just to screw me. So I didn't mean to roll off the edge. Obviously. But we've got his cling ring now, and the cling ring is useful. There we go. So, we can now have a lot more life, which is cool. Now we can go back up and take out that guy. So I was live streaming the other day, and I was playing the new DLC for Metal Gear Rising. I was having problems with the camera, and someone in the chat said, "Turn down the sensitivity." It's like, dude, I'm not having problems with the sensitivity. I'm having problems with the fact that the camera is auto-recovering and a piece of shit in that game. Oh, people make me laugh. I suppose I should have spoken and, you know, actually put words out to express what I was having problems with. So it is an error on my part. But I just found it funny that the person thought, of all people to have problem with camera sensitivity, would be me. Watch out for this guy. This guy is dangerous. You see how much damage I did not do? That's because this guy is dangerous. Don't give him any space as well. If you give him space, he will heal. He will heal almost every time. Stun lock! Watch him, watch him. No! No! Look at him! I need to get my stamina back. Oh, and he just one-shot me. Oh, wow, I had him bleeding too. So, for anybody that doesn't know, this game implements a different bleeding system to the original. Well, to Dark Souls, sorry. This is the original. Instead of taking base damage, it's like poison. And it's interesting, actually. It's quite interesting. So, unfortunately, in my haste to try and get my stamina back, I didn't have my shield up then, and you saw the damage that that guy did. He does a lot of damage early game. But we'll get him. We'll get him. This could be dangerous. This is dangerous. Thank you, Demon Souls. Thank you for making the game clip. That's exactly what I like in my fucking action games. Okay. So all we need is to get them away from where we want to be. If we can do that, we're fine. They're blocking the door. That is bad. Alright. Also, when have you ever seen this many enemies on Dark Souls? Very important question, that. Look at him blocking the damn stairs. Come on, fellas. They can move fast when they want to, they're just choosing not to. So now that we've got a clear access, see you later. Yeah, that is one thing I hope Dark Souls 2 fixes. I hate the clipping on all Souls games. Why can't I run past a skinny fucking scrubber blocking a doorway? Just push him out of the way. It's so dumb. Oh, you can hit these as long as you don't have anything flammable. You'll be fine. And Demon Souls doing a Demon Souls, bringing everything back. Cool thing about these knights is they drop good grass. They're the best enemy to farm grass off. That was disappointing. See my guy do a backstep? It must have been part of the combo because I didn't press it. Keep on dropping that lovely grass. You need to watch Shao Tsung, whatever his fucking name is. Dude with the throwy hat. Very dangerous enemy on this game. Can't remember the name of that character in Mortal Kombat for the life of me. But here we go anyway, round 2. And you'll notice the run he does, you see that run just there that he killed me with last time? That is the exact same thing that the Halberd Black Knight does occasionally, and it's a full-on homage to this guy. Because this guy is that enemy in this game. That's who he is. That right there is really cheap. I hate how he can do that. Just does the bullshit poke. Gotta love it. Shield bash, bad news on this game, especially when they follow it up with that. Real bad. This shield is shit. Circle for the boss. Can he fish? Can he outfish the fisher? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Nearly died. Is he going to try and heal? You dare heal, bitch. I'm going to heal. Do you heal if I heal? No, I died. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Such a bad idea. I could run away and get out of his aggro range and then heal. How about now? Can we do it? Yeah, bitch. Oh! Thought I got the backstab. Did not have the backstab. Look at the damage he does through my shit, man. Look at him. He wants it now. He wants it. Look at him. Barely got any stamina. And he knows it. Oh, there you go. So, he is hard no matter how strong you get. And it's funny because you come back later on in the game expecting him to be a breeze. And he can still two-shot you. He's really dangerous. I just wish this was open because we could get a really good weapon early on. I'm not saying we could get it because the guy you have to kill to get it is a nightmare. But still, it'd be nice if the game gave you the option to do that. But it doesn't.